Most behavior problems start the first 5 minutes of the school day or the period. That isn't to say that you'll notice misbehavior during that time, but it's during those 5 minutes that set the tone for the day. If your students enter the classroom and it feels mundane or confusing in any way or loosey-goosey, then misbehavior is going to increase, or the likelihood of misbehavior is going to increase during the school day, and also severe misbehavior. So today's video, we're going to talk about how to set the tone so this doesn't happen using what I call the 4 Ps. At the end of the video, I'm going to leave you with an important takeaway. Before we get there, however, please do me a favor and subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so the first P in setting the tone for the school day is purpose. Now, we've talked about this in previous videos, the critical importance of your students as soon as they enter, actually before they enter your classroom, they already know that when they cross the threshold, they're going to have purpose. There is a routine that they must begin the second they enter. So they have a number of things to accomplish. So their mind is focused and engaged, and this is the perfect segue into learning. It improves independence and excellence and cuts down on misbehavior during that time, but it also sets the tone for learning. It tells the student, it communicates to students that your classroom is sacred and a place for learning. The second thing is plan. This is your classroom management plan. Every single day you must refer to your classroom management plan. Preferably it's posted on the wall of your classroom, and you must refer to it, remind students that you're going to follow it to a T. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to go through your plan. There may be days when you do, but just that you refer to it, making sure you're putting students on notice that every day is the same. You will remain consistent in protecting their right to learn and enjoy being in your classroom by following your plan. Again, this may only take 5 seconds, but just something like, remember, we're going to follow our plan today to make sure that you have every opportunity to learn all the cool stuff that I have planned for you. Okay, next thing is push. This means that you're going to, right off the bat, right when they enter within that first few minutes, you're going to push for more, for better than the day before. Now, one kind of really easy, simple way to do this is if every day you have just a single sheet of paper like this and you draw a line, you can put it on your clipboard that you carry with your attendance, and when you are keeping track of consequences, that sort of thing, you can keep it on that clipboard. But at the top, you'll list the things that you really liked about the day before. Or during that day, you'll list the things that you really liked, like they got into groups perfectly as acts, there were 0 problems, this sort of thing. And then, so you'll have between 2 and 3 things that were really, really good about the day before. Those are the things you want to double down on. And so you're going to bring that up. Hey, I want this to continue. I want the excellence in this area to continue. And then you may list 2 or 3 things that you want to improve. It could be something like 6 students received warnings yesterday. Today, I'd like to have 0 warnings using our classroom management plan. It could be something like something that has to do academically, some area you want them to focus even harder on, something like that. It can be really simple, or you want a routine to be a little bit sharper. But this is a great way to push for more, to say, this is what I expect today. I expect something higher. We're going to do this to a greater degree. The first lesson of the day, I expect this. Okay? And this is, again, a way to wake students up, set the tone. Kids and people in general, it feels good to reach for more. It keeps life interesting to have goals. And so this is what you're doing for your students. And so this isn't a negative thing at all. You're not admonishing students for the things you want to improve. You're just saying, these are the areas that I want to get better at. Every day you should be getting better. Every lesson, every period, you push for more and more and more. The old saying that if you're not getting better, you're getting worse is absolutely true in the classroom. The last one is perfection. Perfection. So the first lesson, you're shooting for perfection. You're shooting for perfect clarity from you. A great lesson because you're always working to get better yourself. You want to have a clear objective you teach to. You want to check for understanding, get students involved, and you want to push for perfection. So give the students the exact tools they need to be successful when they work in groups or work independently. Tell them that that's what you expect. Make sure that they can show you that they can do it to perfection, and then send them off to do it on their own. So again, perfection doesn't mean you'll always get there. It just means that that's what you're shooting for. You're shooting for the best every time. And when you do that right off the bat, all these things off the bat, they come in with purpose. You're reminded of your plan that you're going to follow through every time. You're pushing for better that day. You expect better that day. These things, these are messages that feel good and are motivational to kids, especially when you do this day after day after day. You're setting your expectation. Remember, you're the leader of the classroom. You're the only one who can lead them, and you need to be a leader like this. If you're not doing this, then the likelihood of your students improving each day and improving on their behavior and really taking a jump academically are very small. And then you push for perfection that first lesson. Again, it's this constant, ask for more. No, that's not good enough. Let me reteach that again. So you send them off. It's not great. It's not close to perfection. You call them back. You take responsibility and you reteach. You don't admonish them. You take responsibility, reteach, and when they're doing well, you praise the heck out of them because you praise good work. You praise because they deserve it, because it means something, because you're giving feedback that you want. This keeps the momentum going and getting higher and higher. One last area, the takeaway is make sure that your room is neat, pin neat. Your classroom doesn't have to be beautiful. You don't have to have sofas or anything like that. In fact, the more sort of Spartan it looks, and this is something we can talk about in a future video, the better. But the key is that it's neat, that you have your own desk taken care of, you have boxes put away, that everything looks clean and ready, because your words, all these words of excellence, must be congruent with the environment that they're in. And if they're not, then they're not going to trust what you have to say. They're going to think that you're full of it. Okay? I think this is a really big factor, and I think that if you do this, you're going to notice a marked difference in the behavior of your students, especially if you continue it day after day. I hope this helps. Hope you're having a great week and a great summer, and I'll see you next time.